What if female Deku was Derpy? As the first day of class, as class is about to begin, as we see someone with crossed eyes currently walking down the hall. Where's class 1A? Is this class 1A? No, that's class 1B. As she's walking down the hall, as class has started, as the teacher had gone up, quiet everyone. Anyway, introduce yourselves. As they would basically introduce themselves as Derpy would come in. As they would wonder, who is she? Oh, Derpy, you're late. Sorry, I got a little lost. As she would walk in and come towards the back. Sir, did she take the exam? Yes. Well, technically she did. Unlike everyone else, she was late showing up. Sorry, there was a little incident with the oven. As we get a little flashback of Derpy beating the oven with a bat. Make me my muffins! Make me my muffins! As the flashback ends. Yeah, a little incident with the oven. As she goes to sit in her seat. As they're going through introductions. As it goes from Derpy. Hello, I'm Derpy. My quirk is Pegasus. I can fly. As she reveals her wings. And she flies. I can also move really fast. Okay, everyone meet out at the train. Go to the changing rooms and get changed. As everyone will walk out as Derpy would hit a wall. Ow. As then she would move and walk out the door. As she would walk towards the changing rooms. As she's just simply changing. As she would pull a muffin out of her pocket and start eating it. Muffin. As she would change into the PE uniform. Of course, it's the same thing Mineta would do in canon would happen to him. Now, as they go out to the, well, to do the little meter run, or do the ball throw, the 8-yard dash, etc., etc., as they would call names, as Derpy's the last one up. Derpy, come up. Yes. Throw this ball as far as you can. As she would lean back before tossing it, as it would go with her strength and clumsiness. She sends it flying. It hits a plane and goes ricocheting, bouncing off a building, bouncing off a car, bouncing off a tire, bouncing off a bicycle, until it lands into a moving dumpster. As it just keeps going for miles. Alright, so I would say about 1,000 to 2,000 meters. Derpy wins. Well, she beats most of that, surprisingly, because just for luck. She does not beat Uraraka in the ball throw. Unfortunately. And as the rest would go in canon, she can beat pretty much everyone. She takes about the dash really fast, as she can fly pretty quickly. And the side-by-side, she does decent. Her grit strength is also decent. And the rest just go as pretty much canon. Now in this one, no one's getting voted off. Or, well, kicked out of UA. Alright, everyone back to class. As they would go back to class. As they were going back to class, Uraraka talks to Derpy. So, Derpy, how did you get into UA? I didn't see you in the exam. As Mo would also speak up, I didn't see you in the recommendation. Oh, I took mine after everyone else. But wouldn't that be recommendation? No. I got late getting to the exams. And why was that? A bus ran over my pack of muffins. As she says that casually and like, okay, I had to teach the bus a lesson. As they're like, confused. What do you mean by lesson? Simple. I had to chase the bus. You want further notice? No. So what do you like? Oh, I like muffins. And mail. Okay, why do you want to come to UA? Oh, that's simple, because my brother is a hero. Really? Who's your brother? He told me not to say his name. He said it would cause too much of a distraction. Really? Yeah, he's pretty popular. Alright. I suppose if you don't want to tell us his name, you don't have to. Well, thank you for asking. Anyone want a muffin? As she pulls a muffin seemingly out of nowhere. Sure. As she would start to share her muffins with the class. Alright, about a day or two would go by until, the team battle. Or Hero Course 101. As Derpy would show up, as she's just eating a muffin as All Might would come in. I am All Might, walking in the door like a normal person. Hello, All Might. As he look over. Hello, Derpy. Wait, you know Derpy? Yes, I've met her brother a few times. He talks quite a lot about her. Yeah, brother does like to talk about me, but not on the news. It could get him in trouble. As there, I'll look back. Who's your brother? Can't say. As anyway, of course they would. Anyway, the clothes make the pros. As the lockers would pretty much just hang out with the suits, as they would get changed. As I don't really have an image for Derpy, so I'll just describe. As she has like some goggles with a kind of like a yellow outfit. Yeah, kind of like a yellow outfit. Where she can use the wings. And of course, she has pockets to hold her muffins. Alright, and in this round, everything's going to be the same as canon, but she's teaming up with Uraraka. Alright, so what's the plan, Derpy? I don't know, I was kind of just thinking, go in, touch the bomb, win. Eat muffins. Okay, but do you know where they are? Oh, just by guessing about the one that has the explosive Quirk, he seems mad, so he's probably gonna say put it somewhere at the top floor. And if I had to guess, he's a hothead who likes to chase after everybody. So I guess, what was his name? Ida? He's gonna be the one on the top floor guarding it. How do you know this? Oh, I'm just guessing. As she sticks her tongue out. Alright, but how do we get to the top floor? Oh, simple. As All Might would say, heroes begin, as with no warning, she just grabs Uraraka and just flies to the roof. We're here! As, okay, that's one way. Now while the hothead guy is running down to try to fight whoever he's gonna fight, we can simply just touch the bomb. As she smiles. Alright, this is going to be easy. Oh wait, I forgot my lunch. As she simply just flies off the roof before she gets to the bottom and just grabs her lunch essentially before she just walks in the front door. As she just sits on the steps and casually just eating a muffin. As Uraraka is closer to Ida, as Bakugo would come around the corner. Oh, it's a hothead guy. I forgot he was coming down this way. There you are. As he would come pop an explosion towards Derpy. As she's like, I would not like my muffin charred, so she simply moves her wing in front of her as Bakugo throws a explosion. As she wraps her wing around his arm before, tossing him backward. Before kicking him in the stomach, having him winded. And then simply just chops his neck upward. And then punches him in the gut before roundhouse kicking him into a wall. There, that should incapacitate him, I suppose. As she gets back, as she's about to eat a muffin, Bako explodes it. As she looks over, my muffin? As she throws a punch, basically saying Bako through a wall. As she flies, basically pushing Bako through 2 more walls before sending him over, backflipping him through another wall, and punching him in the face. Grabbing his legs, as Bako's like, not again! As he would then just go upward a few floors. You took my muffin? As she goes flying upward. As she flies right by the bomb, by Ida and Uraraka, going right off the roof as she sends Bako onto another building. As she lands, no one takes or destroys my muffins. As then, well, she is about to deliver another right hook to Bakugo's face, as when heroes win, as soon as she hears, she stops her face from going her fist from going into Bakugo's face once again. As she stops and just pulls out her muffin and just eats it. Yep. Trading over. As she simply flies over to Uraraka. And now we get to see the wondrous faces of everyone in the, observation room. Jaws drop to the floor. As they're like, All Might says is, noted, never take her muffin. Or destroy her muffins. As all of them just nod in agreement. As she walks to the observation room with Uraraka. What did I miss? As Bako is on a stretcher walking by. As everyone just walks as Bako is walking by. And just saying, don't destroy her muffin. As Bako is now going to Recovery Girl. Why do you like muffins so much? Momo asks. Because muffins are good. Also, delicious. Alright. Moving on. Do y'all want to know what happened to the bus? As Uraraka and Momo just realize, don't tell me. Yeah, it's in a junkyard right now. As she smiles, seemingly innocently at that. Now we know what she meant by after she went after the bus. As All Might's like, what? She told us a story that, well, her muffins got run over by a bus. Oh my gosh. I really hope no one was on that bus. Well, anyway, let's get on to the oh wait, I almost forgot. Who was the MVP in this? As all of them just point at Derpy. As she gives out a playful smile. Yeah, I think that was plainly obvious. Anyway, let's get into the next fight, as then the few fights would go on after that. As it's the end of the day, as Derpy is packing her stuff. As they're getting ready to leave. So, what exactly do you do? Oh, I simply just hang around with my brother most of the time. My brother doesn't allow me to go to many places. Unless it's with him. Again, are you going to tell us who your brother is? No. That's a secret. He told me never to tell anyone his name. Or at least, no one he knows. Doesn't know. My brother's a bit protective of me. Although he can be a big goofball. Kinda like you? Oh no. I scare him. Let me guess. He stole a muffin of yours. Maybe. As she just flies off. And flies all the way home. As she walks in and goes to the fridge. It looks like brother won't be home for dinner again. As she would open up and find a note. I'm sorry, but I have taken the last muffin that you had stored in the fridge. Please forgive me. I know it was a regret, but I had nothing for breakfast, and I had to get out of here quickly, and it was the only thing I could eat. As she leans her head up, with a now frown on her face. you shall know the Muffin Man. And that's the end of part 1 of What If Female Deku Was Derpy. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.